You know, it's your boy Shabik Lewis, and I'm here with the next video. Sorry being gone so long. You know, we have a lot of things doing, but I'm reacting to a video today that one of you guys sent and said I should react to, so I was like, alright. When I want to support us and I react to it, this man say, show me honest opinion on this video. This is because somebody think if react to it is it. So I react to it, I'm gonna tell me what I wanna think. You see me because I'm simple react to it is it. As I say, we have it mirrored, this is the man say, so I just get into the video and hear what this thing I got to say. So I'm simple react to it, so I react to it. Don't joke.
He's going to troll the interview, and even if he doesn't troll it, the black community is going to be mad for certain reasons we're about to address, right? And then I had some people say, do it. Give him an opportunity to speak. And also, there's something about you that I can connect with, and we're going to get to that. But that was the advice I was given, right?
You're my sister, you're my.
The black platform, the Theshaderoom, majority of the people that follow the Theshaderoom are black, and the black community at this point, where would you say the black community stands with you at this point? Would you say that, you know,
I mean, it's
from your point of view?
It's kind of a trick question because the black community, to me, I always loved the black community. I mean, you know, my girlfriend's black. You know my girlfriend.
So you like black women?
Yeah, I love black women. I mean, I'm with a black woman, like straight, you know.
Have you always dated black women, like from the?
Yeah. Like my first girlfriend, I don't know if she's gonna see this interview, but my first girlfriend was Maltese, like in the second grade. So the first girl I ever dated was black.
And why do you think that is? Because you're Mexican, you don't know Mexican.
Girl,
I
the
grew
best.
up in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Like I went to PS50.
That girl are the best. Straight up, no joke. That girl are the best.
In Aguadilla, so like that's if you know. Alright, so you know Jay-Z. Jay-Z is Marcy Projects.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sumner Projects, like Locust, like so Sumner, Tompkins.
How
Marcy.
far is that for people that are not
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah,
So you grew
3
up so you grew up 3 minutes away from where Jay-Z grew up.
Yeah, like that's my neighborhood, and everybody's there black, and I'm the only Mexican kid. Like growing up, we call it yo Taco Bell. Like that's
Really?
Yeah, like.
So you
All my friends are black.
So you're not really connected with Mexican culture, would you say?
No, I am. Hell yeah, like I am.
You like from your family, but not from your
Yeah. And my mom don't speak no English.
So the number one reason I would think that there's contention between you and the black community, right? Especially the male black community, would be Nipsey Hussle, right? So.
Alright. What I'm basically saying is that I'm the only white kid grew up in a black community with all gangster and all them things.
Recently, right, you went down to Buffalo Wild Wings, whatever, the Nipsey Hussle mural. And a lot of people, and I'm going to tell you this, right, when you did that, because we know that Nipsey Hussle said something about you before in a song, or he talked about he had a line that said something about a rap, right? You right? But he passed away and he was memorialized by black people, and he is a legend in the black community, and he's somebody that everybody reveres. And so it's like any culture. If you go to the Hispanic culture, you go to the Asian culture, whoever they revere, they're going to be attached to, and they're going to feel hurt when they feel like there's trolling going on or something like that, right? So when you went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and you took that video in front of the Nipsey Hussle mural, and you was dancing a little bit, and then you.
No, I ain't danced. All I did was I had a couple fans out there. I waved to the fan that was on the line. I think it's a Fat Burger. I'm not from here. It's like a Fat Burger.
Yeah.
Something there.
Yeah.
So I waved. There was a line like a drive-through. So I waved. Then the lady in the video, you could clearly see a lady get out like she was working and wave at me. So I waved down and I said I want to go pay my respects in Nipsey. Granted, a lot of people say that I went out there to troll.
Now I'm gonna tell you what happened when you did that. His people, a lot of people that were connected to him, I had people calling me in tears. You know what I mean? They were crying because they were like, we can't believe he would like they're grieving, right? And they took it so deeply. And I can understand why. So I want to ask you, like, to be real with me, like, seriously be real. What was your intentions of going to the Nipsey Hussle mural and posting it?
Now, let me tell you this. The people that called, right? And I'm going to answer your question. I remember the question, what was my purpose? But I want to ask you this. Before I got locked up, right? Before I was arrested, before the cooperation, if Nipsey didn't, like you said, like Nipsey made a song, I never heard the song. But why would he make a song about me? Why?
Well, he didn't make a song about you, but people are saying that there was on.
Nigga make a song about it cause you're a rat. He's a rat, bro.
Find that you may have missed. There's some hazy rumors around you.
When I was locked up, I didn't even know that how he died. Like all I see, remember, I don't got no cell phone, I don't got nothing. All I see is TMZ, Channel 4 saying Miss Rapper Nipsey Hussle has passed away. So I don't even know.
So according to you, you're saying you never had any beef with Nipsey?
I never. Listen, I got $1 million in that duffel bag right now. If you find a video right now of me dissing Nipsey Hussle, like like before my arrest or before all of that, I get $50,000.
So what was the purpose of you going to his mural?
Just paying my respects to LA. You know, if I show you my Spotify, my back end, my most listeners is Los Angeles.
Okay.
Second, I take a guess, what is it?
New York?
Chicago.
We
We wouldn't even know that. I didn't even know. When I had the label meeting before I did the album release, my top listeners is LA, Chicago, then it's like Dallas, and then it goes, and New York is not even number one.
So let me ask you this question then. When you posted it, did you know people would be mad?
Nigga not even have him respect in his own place.
Did you know people would take it from
I don't know why, but why would they? What's the difference between, alright, let me ask you something.
Because I'm gonna tell you why.
What's the difference between me doing it?
Yeah.
And just give me any rapper, name one, at the top of your head.
Amigos.
What's the difference between me and Amigos doing it?
The difference is, and I'm be clear with you. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. The difference is that everybody knows what Nipsey stood for. Everybody knows that Nipsey was against, snitching. He was really, he really abided by the street code, right? So when you went there, right, and correct me if I'm wrong, did you say it was a store? Nipsey Hussle was like store?
Yeah, it was closed. I got out the car, there was people there selling bandanas, Corona masks. So I said, yo, I can't do it here. So I went on the same block around and we did it there. This is the thing, I don't think people are fair. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do it, it's trolling. If I do it, oh, you didn't represent. How did I represent? What's to be honest, I don't even consider myself a snitch. Let's put it like that.
This is what I feel. I feel like
somebody really tell me say another thing just. If you're a snitch, nobody is a snitch.
you have a hard time sometimes taking accountability. Would you say that about yourself?
Well,
have you heard that?
What do I have all right. What do I have a hard time accepting? And I'll be completely transparent.
If I were you, I'd be like, hey, Pop Smoke, we put in Pop Smoke and talking about how he died, and you're using that to justify why I have security could be, seen as, people can take that as disrespect just because he's passed.
Let me tell you something about.
But that's just one thing.
Let me tell you something. You know me and XXX and Theshaderoom? XXX was my close friend. I put up the DM like I did in other things. The day before he died, he texted me and said, be safe and never let your guard up, right? The next day he died. Let me see if I can pull it up for you.
Nigga, salt out.
Read that out loud for the people.
Be safe, okay? Never let your guard down. That was on June 16th.
June 16th. Be safe. Never let your guard down. What would happen if X had security? Would he be here with us today?
Yeah, he would be here with us.
You know when X
Possibly.
You know when X died, You know what everybody was saying in the comments? Where was his security? Why does he have a duffel bag full of $50,000 with no security? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Pop Smoke. You know what they were saying? What Rachel was telling me where was his security?
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't his boys there? For somebody who's so hated like me, if I didn't have security and I died,
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna be like, where his security?
Mm-hmm.
But when you have security, you're soft.
You know why?
Why?
And I'm gonna tell you the difference,
Okay.
right? That a lot of people would say, right? Is that you have built a persona, right? And this is gonna get into why people are like, oh, cancel him, this and that. You built a persona of being like almost this invincible person.
I'm that bitch. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm
Feeling
that
invincible and being that bitch are two different. You know, it's two different.
Okay. So explain it to me.
So to me, this is what I want to do, right? I want to go back because I remember reading an interview where you said that you felt that your stepdad was invincible
Yeah.
when you were younger.
Mm.
And so when you said that you felt your stepdad was invincible, what did you mean by that?
Okay.
What does invincible look like to you?
Invincible. All right. So my dad, right? May he rest in peace. My dad was a street guy, right?
Mhm.
My mom is a Mexican immigrant lady that doesn't speak no English, has
Mhm.
2 kids. You know what I'm saying? She's just like very poor. You know what I'm saying? She cleans houses.
Mhm.
People didn't really respect us on the block because my mom raised us in church, every day Pentecostal church, singing to God. You know, we grew up in the church world, playing the drums, playing the timbala, stuff like that.
Mhm. So you grew up in the church?
Yeah, every day we would go home, people, you know, smoking on our stool, you know, like as we're trying to get in. Remember, I'm 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, like throughout those years going to church every day. People just be smoking on the stoop, not getting up when we're trying to go inside. And like, yo, and like just hoodlums, you know what I'm saying, on our stoop. My dad will come and be like, yo, y'all see my wife? And I'm like, yo, Pete, my bad, like, you know. So
So much I saying dad was a gangster. Nothing wrong with being a young youth growing up, knowing that your father have word for respect. You see me I say? That's true, so yo, yeah, you come do better. You see me I say? So far, when we see this video, is him literally control the whole entire interview. You hear him story still.
my dad was that superhero, like, yeah, like they respect my dad, you know what
So he
I'm
was a
saying?
protector.
He was just like everything to me, you know what I'm saying? When I lost him, I felt like I had to become invincible, you know what I'm trying to say?
So you're embodying his spirit.
Yeah, like my dad was my superhero to me, like that's my, like I wish he could have saw me now, like, and be like, yo, that's my son, you know what I'm trying to say?
Now, this is one of the, remember I said that we have some things in common, and this is one of the reasons why I was really interested in interviewing you, because
Kind of man and proud of his son with a bag of quick all over them ear.
my mother, right, I lost my mom to domestic violence, right? But I noticed in my life that I've met men, right, that are similar to my father, that kind of try to, like, it's almost like they're similar to my father and then get me in a marriage, or try to get me in a marriage, you know what I mean? And then, you know, switch up and also I can have the same faith, right? And so what we call, you say you grew up in a church, and what a lot of church people call that is generational curses, right? And so when you think about your father, do you think that you're subconsciously, you know, kind of emulating him being invincible to the point of, because you know your father, and I hate to say this right now, like, and I connect with you because I lost my mother. Would you say that you're embodying his spirit and that you've had to face some of those generational curses?
I feel like what happened with my dad made me into the person I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the world is not fair. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you lost your mom, I lost my father, There's kids in foster care that lost both their parents. There's people. The world is not fair, right? There's people out there miserable at their own lives that they try to make you feel bad for the way you act, you are. All of the things I've been through in life made me into the person I am today.
And a lot of people want to know how much.
Are you looking at my watch?
I mean, good. But how much is security per month?
Security is a lot of money. I don't want to talk about these guys' pay. Like, it's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Is it 6 figures a month?
Nah, no, 6. Nah, it's definitely not. No, it's 6 figures a month. No, it is. Yeah, it is. It is 6 figures a month.
It's 6
Yeah,
figures a month?
yeah, it is.
And
For the amount of men though, and then the bulletproof.
so do you ever feel like, you know, because now we're in the pandemic and you can't tour, and a lot of rappers can't make money traditionally, but you said you came out of jail making more money. How so?
I got richer. Like, I got richer
Wow.
in jail because I signed a $13 million deal while I was incarcerated.
So,
And it's being created by
so you signed to a label and got 13 million.
Yeah, 13 million.
And then you had a lawsuit with Fashion Nova. What happened with that?
No. Alright, so this is
Is it done? Is it settled?
No, this is the way it gets to. We speak to Rich all the time. Guess who Rich signed that deal with? That I didn't know.
Oh.
He signed a deal with Shotty, and Shotty they sent him 225,000. Shotty gave me 120. This guy was just wilding, like, and but the thing that, remember, he was sleeping with Alexa Sky. He was sleeping with Lance Stevenson's baby moms, Phoebe. He was sleeping with Cuban Savage. He was sleeping with all the girls that I would talk, like Betty Idol. He was promising me, yo, I'm gonna make you into a star. Love and hip hop,
Okay.
I'm gonna make you into a star.
Like
And they would just be like, oh shit, like this is my. Remember, Alexa Sky tried to do that rapping thing. Remember, she would call my phone like, yo, I'm about to get in the studio. Yo, I'm about to get in the studio. Like, yeah, like just because you fucking with Shotty don't mean I'm gonna get in the studio with you. You know what I'm saying?
And I asked this question before, but I want to ask it again. Why do you think people in the industry pass around the same girls? I'm not talking about
Me,
but I'm talking about any girl.
Me, I don't know, but I don't like
Like when you take her home, do you think, oh yeah, she was with so? Not that it matters,
No,
but I'm just saying.
no, because look at the most popping girls, right? The most lit girls.
Yeah.
Like they all been ran through. Like,
And you don't mind taking the run through.
Yo, to me, like, I love a whole ass bitch. Like, I get nasty. But I love that nasty shit. Like, you gotta get nasty with me because I'm a nasty, like, yo, if we start talking, this is gonna get rated. Like, you know what I mean? I love nasty. Like, I mean, you gotta have some wholeness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that shit. Like, I don't wanna name no names, but look at the biggest stars, right? Before they was.
This nigga, hell of a story to tell. But just don't believe, alright, not time. You get what I say? But then and again, the situation different. It's a total different situation. You have to choose a side still.
Stars, and they was in the club, they was getting broke out, trained, ran on, a whole bunch of stuff. And now they, just because they a star, their man loves them. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, come on, like, you don't want me to go crazy right now, cause like, they know, like, you know, I know. Like, again, I'm from Brooklyn, so I know all the tea. If you want me to
Who got ran through in New
York?
Yo,
who got ran through in New York?
who got ran through in New York?
Yo.
When you say star?
Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
Hold on, y'all. You gotta be quiet.
Yo.
They got the whole.
Yo. Who got ran through in New York?
We gotta be real quiet. Look, hey.
Yo. You act like you don't know who got ran through in New York?
Are we talking about a female rapper?
Yo, come on, man. Let's get, what's next question, man? Because I don't want to hurt no feelings. I don't want to hurt no feelings. Let's keep the question, man. What my bobs? What up, man? What's going on, man? Y'all know I'm still a bob. You know
Wait, who are you talking about?
Now I'm still a bob.
Are you talking about Nicki Minaj?
No, but that's my bitch. Like, I'm saying, I'm team Nicki.
I didn't think you were talking about Nicki.
No, I'm saying I'm team Nicki.
Oh, you team Nicki?
Yeah, I'm team Nicki.
So now we know who you talking about.
I'm team Nicki. What are you? You team Nicki? What are you?
I'm team Shade Room.
Nah,
I'm team Shade Room. I got love for Nicki though.
Yeah.
So we was talking about jail.
Yeah.
So jail. Tell me, did you ever
I pray 3 times a day. I prayed waking up.
Yes.
I prayed in the middle of the day at 6 o'clock, and I prayed before I went to sleep.
And when you prayed,
And me and Jay will pray over the phone together too.
And when you prayed, did you ever hear God talk back?
God will send me little signs.
Like
Coronavirus, I feel like it was God. I caught bronchitis twice in prison.
Mm-hmm.
They sent me to the hospital. I had mucus in my lungs. I caught 2 asthma attacks. 2 asthma attacks. I caught bronchitis once. Sorry.
But and when I talk about the conversation with God, really what I want to
I say, God, whatever you got in purpose for me, I'm just following whatever you got going on. Because I would see like motions getting pushed back, this, that, and the third. 47 years didn't make sense, and God's pleading out to 15 years. It just didn't make sense. So at that point, I'm just like, God, you in control, and I'm following whatever you. And I already knew what I was doing, so I believed in myself. Like, all right, this decision I'm gonna make, whether it change my life forever, I know this is the right decision. Cause listen, if they don't kill me on the street, they're gonna kill me inside of the prison, right? Cause I'm already a player. I said, fuck all these dirty bloods. They're gonna kill me in prison, and if they don't kill me in prison, they're gonna kill me out on the street. And I'd rather take my chances out on the street. You know what I'm saying?
You can imagine that. I'm not saying anything about it because I know who God is, right? But you think God saves you, you think that God saves you from going to jail, but the other people have to go to jail, or God saves you from getting shot, or but the other people get shot, or you know what I mean? Basically, it's like they're like, why? What makes you? What are you? So because you know a lot of the principles of God, some people will say you don't practice, right? Some of them. Mm-hmm. So when you're talking to God in jail, is there a point where you're like, okay, this is what I promise I'm gonna do moving forward?
I'm not gonna lie. In 2015, and this, I think about it all day. I told God in 2015, nobody knows this because it's just between me and God. I told 2015, I said, when I got locked up for the child sexual misconduct with an underage girl, I said, God, I'm no longer gonna rap no more. I swear to God, if you get me out of this situation and you set me free, I'm never gonna rap no more because rap is the devil's music, right? I made that promise to God.
What made you come to that conclusion?
Listen, no, because my mom will always tell me like, yo, you see what this got you? Because remember, I got caught up in that situation, trying to be a rapper and trying to do viral shit for Instagram with girls and not knowing that girl was underage. That took me to that place, and I came and I promised God, I said, please get me out of this situation, get me out of Rikers Island. I promised that I would never rap no more. Came home and I still rapped, and I broke that promise with God. But then I said, what if I'm doing this for God?
This nigga said never gonna rap again. Everybody know, say you went on your back in a corner. You have to say anything to save yourself. This nigga.
God is using me for a bigger purpose, right? Like, nobody knows that. I'm telling you that now, but between me and God, I tell God I'm sorry all the time. I'm sorry for everybody. I'm just trying, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the thing where God understands my mom, how she raised me, how we grew up, and understand that I got a bigger purpose, you know what I'm saying?
And so you saying basically, hey, look, you know, we're all sinners, like we all make mistakes, but my heart is for God. Mm-hmm. And that's the most important thing.
Exactly. So that happened, and now I'm home, and I'm just trying to, like, my thing too, Angel, I want to ask you, right? And this is because a lot of people want to know. There's this street code, right? And there's rules to the street, street fundamentals, right? Street rules, stand told. What? If you have to think about street rules, what street rules? Loyalty. Honor.
No
snitching.
I don't know.
Right, but those are the biggest ones, right? Loyalty, dishonor, no snitching. Mm-hmm. Everybody want to get on me for snitching, right? No, hold on, follow me. Everybody want to get on me for snitching. But where was the loyalty at?
Have you ever heard of the phrase, there's no loyalty amongst thieves?
I heard that before, and I'm just saying, you can't fight fire with fire and say, oh, just because you did wrong, I'm gonna do wrong. But it's a
game like Ever Loyal, though. I know it to be full of snakes and full of betrayal. Me and Akon may locked apart too, right? And in Akon's verse, he said,
everybody wants to talk the street code, but they only follow when it's convenient for them. So everybody wants to follow the street code, right? But if they was in my shoes, they would have did the same thing. There's no loyalty in the street. Remember that saying, the streets love nobody? You remember that saying? There's no loyalty with people that do this, but what an idiot wants the world to believe, right? Right? What the idiot wants the world to believe is to say, oh, these people could do you wrong, but stay loyal to them. Even though I wouldn't, I want you to, because I want to make it seem like I'm this hardcore gangster that would do different than what you did, because you know what you signed up for. I know what I signed up for. And I know that what I signed up for was to be loyal to these guys, but I expected loyalty back. You give what you get. You get what you give. So if I'm loyal to these guys, I respect loyalty. I would go, and Shadi has this girl named Quay. I would go fucking Quay. I don't go taking money from your pocket. I don't go and I kidnap you. I don't go and do this, that, and third. So when it's done to me, I'm supposed to sit there and eat it? No, you're lying. You're a hater. You're just mad that I did something and had the courage to do that you wouldn't do.
So now that
I owned what I did.
So now that
Alright, so what I say this, so maybe the only thing we can really see eye to eye with it, you know what I say? Only thing that makes sense.
you've done it, and now that you have cooperated, it seems to me that you're gonna continue to fight, and let me know if I'm wrong, for all of the rats to get the same treatment. Because
No.
do you see that how that could be an irrational fight?
No, what my fight is to be fair.
Yeah, you want everybody who has done something similar to you, or has done something that you've done, to be treated.
No,
with
I
the
think it's
same.
misworded. I think what I'm doing now at this point is just when I speak on certain situations, I just want you to be fair. Anybody who I talk to, whether it's Angie, whether it's academics, whether it's this, if you're gonna bash me, say not only you, but everybody else, when you talk to them, bring up what they did. Don't just bring up what I did. Because what it is let's single you out. Let's single just you out. Don't talk about them, because we want to keep liking them. We don't want to have a thought in our heads to say, all right, remember when we spoke about domestic violence and you know how that can hurt me, right? And I understand that hurts you.
It hurt me.
No, because I know.
It's
Yeah, it's a touchy subject. It's just, that's how I feel when it comes to me. It's like, don't give us, but we don't want to think about it because we like them. But you're so easy to hate that we can.
I don't think people know that. I don't think people have come to the conclusion as a general public that Snitched got snitched.
But because there was no social media at the time. If I pull it up and I put the whole paperwork right now on the camera, would that be? I don't want to put you in that situation, but it would be wrong to use this platform to expose them when I could use my own platform. That's me thinking about you.
I hear what you're saying, and then what you're saying is what I'm saying is this, right? Black people are very protective of the legends in our community. I think every culture, every culture is protective, like, of the legends that come out of their community. And black people are especially protective over black men, right? So it's a whole culture of things. And so I wonder, because I know that they're not going to treat you the same. And it's not just because you're not black. It's not just because you're 6'9" and you're successful. It's because people really have issues, right? So there are people who say, I'll never ever support 6'9" because of the domestic violence, right? And then you have to understand, that makes you a polarizing figure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have these attributes to you that certain people may not like. They may not like the trolling, can you admit that some people won't like the trolling? Mm-hmm. And so, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think that sometimes, if you look at the picture as a whole, it's like, okay, Tekashi's in it with Dirk, Reese, you know what I mean? All of these people, just Meek Mill, everybody, right? And so when you're looking at a Meek Mill who has maybe two controversial public arguments, people are not saying he's problematic because it's only two. But you have about 10, 12. How many people do you have that you beef with?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think I try to defend myself. Because I don't get the fair shot. Like you say, like we spoke about it before.
Mm-hmm.
If I say give me an African American rapper, you could sit here for 10 minutes and just keep naming. If I say give me a Latin American male rapper, you can't even give me one, and I'll give you 10 minutes to give me one. But
So are you saying that you're
I'm not-
giving them
I
to
need-
people because you're Mexican?
No, because I'm just want a fair shot. Like I feel like everybody come for me because it's like, oh, they don't have no real reason before to like me, but now it's because I ratted, I snitched. Let me tell you something. I don't know where you grew up at. I don't know if you're from the street, I don't know, but just act like, have street fundamentals if you can, right? If you're a street girl, right? If you're a street girl, if you really believe in the street, right? If you believe in the street, and you all about loyalty and and honor, and you don't mess with people who dishonor, right? You can't mix. You can't, like, if you did something wrong, like Nipsey was very big on like, yo, if you cooperated with the police, get from around me. So street people have that mentality.
Nah. So when you are talking now, you don't mix yourself. You're not farmer way in Europe. You dig what I say? Because you are two different persons. You and Nipsey are two different persons. Nipsey have a respect because he stay true to himself and to everyone around him. You see what I say? So you know, this nigga, serious.
Right?
Yeah.
Act like you're a street person, right? And just have street fundamentals. If there's a guy that you know riding, offering you a job, and you really need a job, you really need to get paid, but you know he riding, would you take that job? And you're a street person. He's a known rat. He ratted, and he's about to cut your check.
I wouldn't take it if I'm against ratting.
You wouldn't take it if you're against ratting?
I was
But
against
why?
ratting.
Because it's about honor, and it's about loyalty. It's about integrity. You ever heard the word integrity? It's having morals, because you have to stand tall on something.
I think integrity.
I wouldn't take money from a rat because my integrity, my loyalty to the street wouldn't allow
Can we
me.
look up the word integrity on your phone?
Yeah. Let's do it right now. Do it quick.
I love looking up words. Even when I know the answer already.
I spelled it wrong, but I know they're going to correct me.
How do
Integrity.
you spell it?
I spelled it INTEGRTY, and I spelled it wrong.
Almost.
All right. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. So you being a street dude, won't associate yourself with a company or a job knowing, yo, this person ratted, but this person has a job that I need to get paid, but my morals and my integrity, my principles won't allow me to take that job, correct?
If it's against my principle. Yeah.
If it's against your principle. Let me ask you something. And be honest with me. Don't try to wiggle your way out. You think Meek Mill is against ratting?
Here's the thing.
No, please just answer the question, because this is going to be very direct.
I like for you this answer. I like for you this. Cause remember, you know, is that you twist up my youth, you know. But some my time in coming, some things they have to look back. You see me? But people treat you how you treat them, you see me? So, I hear what she say, I hear why him ask, cause I must say him come with right this right now. Better.
Mill
I would be
against
honest
ratting.
with you. I don't follow Meek Mill.
All right, but I just want to know, do you think
I think he is.
he is against ratting?
He's definitely stated publicly that he's against ratting.
He's against ratting. Meek Mill is signed management deal with Rock Nation. The CEO of Rock Nation is a known cooperator for the federal government. Guess who cuts Meek Mill's checks? The federal government Desiree Perez, who is the CEO of Rock Nation, cooperated with the federal government in the 1990s. She was distributing kilos of cocaine. She wasn't a federal agent. She was a civilian, a cartel distributor who was caught by the federal government, made into a rat, and they made her wear a wire, and she took two cartels down. Going to being said, if you're so against ratting and principles and integrity and morals, you don't sign with a rat. So basically saying, oh, I'm just gonna single out 6ix9ine because he ratted, but I won't say that my boss is a rat. That's being fake. That right there is saying, I'm a hypocrite. You know what's a hypocrite? Somebody that says, I don't fuck with rats, but I'll sign to a rat.
So that's the source of all of this.
No.
That's the source of the trolling.
No.
Now, what is it now?
Alright. For me, I don't think 6ix9ine not a lot on the one day. Because I used to love research. It's an answer, so. Alright. Yeah, Ramon.
And, no, don't fight it.
I'm not fighting it.
Is that a big contradiction? No, and.
We've heard.
No, and, don't fight it. Hold on. Is
Yo, you to take over the whole entire interview. Jaja.
I'm not.
Is that against principles? If you were a street person,
If I was a street person, that would be against principle.
then you got it.
So this is what I'm saying, right? So
I'm just being smart, yo. You can't be smart when it's time to be smart and then play dumb when it's time. Because people want to wiggle out. If I had me,
you know why people are wiggling, because we can't verify this information.
Okay, so let me Google it. Let me
Even
Google
if
it.
you Google
No. Google's fake now. So if I look up to Theshaderoom snitching and it says that's fake.
I'm not listening to
That's fake.
This when Miss Mill has an interview, let's interview Miss Mill about this. But I want to talk. I have some more questions for you, right?
That's right.
I love to see the interview there. I love to see the interview there. I swear.
Perez is a business person, right? Desiree Perez, Chief Operating Officer at Rock Nation. Rock Nation's Chief Operating Officer since 2009. People also search for Meek Mill, who is signed to Rock Nation. Desiree Perez, right? Let's just put Desiree Perez. Oh, right. Damon Dash, worry of Jay-Z associate A-Rod advisor Desiree Perez. Daily News, is that Daily News credible?
That's close.
It's the Daily News. They're gonna be watching this. They're gonna see you.
They go.
Damon Dash, co-founder of Rock Nation Records, says he was frightened by the I-Team's 2014 report about Desiree Perez, a DEA informant and associate of Dash former partner Jay-Z, who advised disgraced Yankee star Alex Rodriguez during a diagnosis on doping litigation. This is the one time that the paper did scare me, Dash said during a March 4 interview on Sway Power's series.
Give it a thumbs up, and yeah, I react to it because I'm supporters and stuff. I react to it. So if you want some more reaction video, drop in the comments. Go subscribe to my next YouTube channel. Link will be in the description. And yeah, happy to see you guys sending your videos that you don't want to react to. Love that, is the main say. So soon guys in the next video. I love you all. Peace out.